Alright, today's video is going to be another video that was requested by a viewer. And it is not going to be that good of a video. It's going to be very fun, but the build is going to be not very powerful. So if you're looking for power, unfortunately, this is probably not the best place to go. But yeah, if you're looking for something that's kind of funny, then this is probably a really good place to go. I mean, it kills, at least. Also, a little bit off topic, but this skin's material is a different material than the headpiece, and it really, really fucking bothers me, and I just wanted to share that because I don't want to be alone in being bothered by this. Alright, let's get it on. Alright, delicious people, welcome to another video. Today's video is not going to be as powerful as I would like it to be, however, this is going to be purely fun. And it was also requested by a viewer on a community post that I made earlier this month. So yeah, that's going to be really great. Also, Happy New Year's. But yeah, here we go. We have the Sonicor. Well, so the Sonicor does like no status, but also guarantees impact. So we're going to be doing something really interesting with that. But we are going to need a primer, but we're going to need a little bit of a different primer because it's AoE. And of course, I think it's only AoE, although it could just be that it doesn't show the actual like boom impact of the projectile. But we're going to be using a primer. And we're going to be using a very different primer than usual. I think I mentioned that, but here we go. We're using the Nautilus Prime cordon in the front with assault mode right here. I think I do want to move Guardian over here. No, wait, no. That only happens when it just runs out, so that's fine. But yeah, if anything that is active, you do want to have like this. But cordon, because it goes on a cooldown, does have to be first, because if this is happening first, then this won't happen at all. So, yeah. But everything else is completely optional and to your own likings. There we go. We're doing the statuses on here. We're going to be using Radiant Reload, Rhyme Rounds, Malignant Force, High Voltage, Magnet Capacity, Rifle Aptitude, Hammer Shot, and Split Chamber. This is going to be in order to prime electricity and viral, as well as magnetic and radiation for crowd control, more damage to both Eximus and regular units, and of course, you know, for them to be hitting each other for even more crowd control. So that's going to be very good. We're going to be using the Tazicor's build, and that's not Tazicor, the Sonicor's build. And we're going to be tearing this up, and I'll show you the absolute madness that is this. We're going to be using secondary Invenerate to force it to crit, because it only has 10% crit chance. So we're going to be taking advantage of a 2x multiplier, which is going to be very nice. We're using Target Cracker for more crits. We're using Magnum Force because it's a straight up damage build. There's kind of sort of a situation where we just need to put as much straight up damage as possible, since the only amount of damage we can get from this is going to be just straight up big boom damage. We're using Hemorrhage because the fire rate is going to be pretty low. And I'll show you this as well, Lethal Torrent. Even with Lethal Torrent on here, it is low enough to almost guarantee a slash proc, which is very nice. Pistol Elementalist to get more damage out of the slash procs. We're going to be using Hornet Strike for more base damage. These two together add up to a pretty good amount of damage. And we're not going to be using Ramp Up because we can't do that. Now we're going to be using Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot. And we're going to be using Primed Expel Orokin. Yes, we are using a Bane mod, and believe me, without the Bane mod, this thing is going to be quite ass. So, Yeah, and also the fact that we can't really put anything else here. There really is just nothing else we can do for this weapon. We're going to take it into Simulacrum and we'll be able to see exactly what it do. And yeah, let's get this over with. Alrighty then, we got an Orokin battle group in here and its drone is already fighting with them, which is interesting. So what we're going to do is we're just going to smack him. As you can see, they do have slash procs on them. It does okay damage, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually pretty okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but I did manage to make it work, kinda. And as long as they have, viral procs on them, they should be good to kill. I mean, in a single magazine, I think we've taken out all of them. Oh, no, never mind. The 2 magazines, yeah, the tankier targets have too much health to be doing something like this to them. But, oh, where'd he go? There he is. I thought that was him. Apparently he just died from being trapped somewhere. They actually do die if they are trapped somewhere, but as you can see, this weapon is... I mean, the Stug and the Sonicor, in my opinion, are kind of sort of tied for, like, the worst weapons. Because this weapon actually is quite bad. But it's not impossible to make it work. I mean, I just get... Oh, wow. Okay. And it just randomly just does a decent amount of damage, which is very interesting. But yeah, this is... if it had the ability to have status, I think this would be much better. But literally, just like the Stug, the whole issue is the fact that it just doesn't do any status. Then again, I found out that the Stug actually has a 10% status chance, which is interesting. So yeah. It's very inconsistent, I noticed. But as you can see, I am definitely doing... I did some orange crits sometimes. And it would be very good if it were to have, like, armor strip. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna take this into an actual mission and we're gonna see how it does. Come over here. I would like to... Well, anyway, we're gonna take this into a mission and we're gonna see how it does. Let's just hope the Acolyte goes better than when I tested this thing. Trust in my training, he says. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll see how my training did. Teshin! If I lose this, this is on you. Also, I did bring Urelli here because I figured that I might as well go with, like, the main. Especially since primary and secondary Invinerate makes it to where technically Urelli isn't making any difference whatsoever. So that's really good. And I get to play with the board, so... Oh, this is much better than using Dirgia. Hey! Yeah, this is actually pretty good. It's not like the worst weapon. I mean, look at that damage. I guess I was kind of sort of worried for nothing. It's not doing too bad. Yeah, it went out. Oh yeah, I get to show you guys this thing. Oh, it went out before I was done being immune. I'll probably show you another one. I like showing people that. And before anybody says, oh no, you're gonna get it taken away, Pablo knows about it. He just says it hasn't become a problem yet. So, I mean, yeah. Speaking of problems, we're gonna see how badly this does against an Acolyte. And hopefully we don't get, like, mania or violence. So, yeah. What the fuck was that? Hold on. There's no way. Hold on, let me see that again. Was that my drone killing the enemy? Yeah, hold on. Drone killing the enemy? Oh. Oh, the drone did the... Oh, but the drone did that. Okay. Manifold bond to go burr. Or the contagious spawn. Sorry, contagious spawn. Oh wow. Well, I guess this build is technically botched, but you did see that I am killing with the slash procs, so yeah, prepare for life support, I guess. Oh, Jade Eximus! Sorry, I was about to cut it. As you can see, this is like my favorite thing with Urali too. I can just sit in Jade Light and just be chill. Literally, my headcanon is that Urali is just too innocent for Jade Light to work. Because Jade Light is to punish like the sinful, right? So yeah. Die please. Die please. Please die. Please die. You gonna die yet? Dude, die, please. Please die. There we go. Oh, there he is. Nice. Alright, let's see how this goes. Misery! Oh, Misery! This shouldn't be too bad. Oh, did I just take out his shield? Nice.
Our operative is making progress.
I think that was the drone, actually. I think the drone might have done that, most of that. Extraction is available when you need it. I'm gonna need it in like a couple of seconds, actually. My goodness. Like, if this was like... If this fired faster, I think it would be okay. Because, like, some single target weapons do about this much damage. They just fire faster, but... Come on, die please. I want to go home. Let me go. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my god. Alright. Well, I made it work, kinda, but it's not a very good Acolyte killer. But yeah. I'll see you guys in the outro. Alright, Happy New Year's. Also, let me know what you have, how your New Year went. I think that would be like today's like interaction bait. Anyway, I hope you had a good New Year's. I had a pretty decent one. Oh well, I guess I have a bit of a idea for another video later, but there are some that's still on that post that I would like to do. So yeah, I'll do this later. Alrighty then, that was the Sonicor. Pretty, I mean, it's okay. It's not like the best thing ever. It's really hilarious how it makes people go flying. But if you want to make this thing good, I suggest you have a viral primer. Also, as a bit of disclaimer, the reason why I didn't use the Hellstrom is because I don't have a Hellstrom. Although, judging from how that went, I kind of sort of probably might want to get a Hellstrom. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna go, like, get a Hellstrom soon. But, yeah, this was the Sonicor. I'm gonna show you the build as well. So, with the Nautilus Prime, we have Cordon on the top left and Assault Mode somewhere after it, in order to make Cordon happen more often. We're also going to have whatever this is. Whatever we want to have. Keep in mind that I did nuke with Contagious Spawn, as you saw in the footage. So if you want to nuke with Contagious Spawn, that is actually very possible. I think in my last video, I did mention that it was Manifold Bond, but in actuality, it's Contagious Bond. Let me switch these so I can remember. It's Contagious Bond, not Manifold Bond. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Vacuum is pretty good. Everything else is completely, like... completely optional. We're also going to be using the Tazicor, and we're going to be using it with Ready to Reload, Rhyme Rounds, Malignant Force, High Voltage, Magnetic Capacity in order to get a hold of Radiation, Viral, Electricity, and Magnetic. We're also going to be using Rifle Aptitude, Hammer Shot, and Split Chamber for more status. Critical chance does not matter. Critical damage does not matter since it's not going to be critting, as you can see. And Split Chamber is going to be here for multi-shot. Keep in mind that only when you kill will a drone be able to capitalize on a galvanized mod. So if you were to use a nuking build on a drone, which is going to be in the future, you are actually going to want to not use galvanize mods because you're going to be. I mean, they don't nuke as good as you would if you were to just use a Carius Prime, you know. But yeah. Now we're going to be using the Sonicor build. We use Prime Expel Orokin in order to get a hold of more damage. Prime Pistol Elementalist for more damage to elements. And we'll be using Hemorrhage to get Slash. 75%. Is it 75? Yeah, I think it's 70% of the time, not 75. 70. And we'll be using Lethal Torrents to give it more fire rate and more multi-shot. Hornet Strike for more damage. Magnum Force for more damage and to spread it around a little bit more, even though in actuality it doesn't really change how pinpoint accurate it is, which is very nice. It's also going to have Prime Target Cracker for more crit damage, as it does have a critical multiplier of 2. And we're going to be ending it off with Secondary Invenerate for more crit chance, because it does not have enough crit chance to be utilized with any crit frames to make it orange crit or red crit. So it's fine just to have it go up to orange crits every once in a while. Oh yeah, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, that was the build. It was really fun. Not very good, but it's still very nice to sometimes go with something that just feels very funny to use. So yeah, very, very fun. Not very good. That's today's video essentially. But yeah, have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them. And remember, if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Good night.